Hello there. Be sure to subscribe and thumbs up. I can't get to the other stream. Ugh. So I hope everybody sees that I am. Gosh, this phone. Let me see if I can center me a little better. Hey, Miss Alish, how are you, honey bunny? I am home alone. Ooh. Man, I probably should have shut my front door. I've got this glare on my glasses. Hey, Laura. Hey, Susie Q. Christy H. You're having a good day? Helen. How are you, Helen? LD Texas. Are you the one that was the first one on the live that I hope y'all came over. I can't pull it up. It wouldn't let me go live. So I had to do a new stream. Even did a thumbnail to put on it. But anyway, it's so good to see everybody. It's 9 minutes after 12. LD Texas, yes. You are here. You were first on the other stream. It went away. It wouldn't let me click on it. So I had to do a new one. Hey, Miss Barefoot Lass, how are you? Well, anyway, okay. Yes, there are some we can help. I want to get straight to the point because this isn't going to be really long. First of all, I want us to help a channel that is a year old that has 936 subscribers. And I will put a link soon as I close the live in the description. It is Prepping for Beginners, I think. Oh my gosh. I can't even get his name right. Isn't that horrible? Oh my goodness. That's a shame. But I want to get it right. Well, where's my history? Maybe it's Survival Prepping for Beginners. Well, it's not on my history. Oh, yes, it is. Ethan's got his tablet. He's going, hey, Team Angel. It is Survival Preparedness for Beginners. He has 936 subscribers. I just watched a video. And in his description, he has a very detailed list of things we might need in order to feel more prepared. And you can take that list and, you know, adjust it to your needs. But he has been pumping out content. He has been on for a year. He's very calm and relaxed and just a sweet guy. So I will get that link under the description. But it is Survival Preparedness for Beginners. And it is an awesome channel. And y'all know that I don't just push anybody. So I want to help this guy out so he can go live. He is in Central Florida. So, yes, that is how we can help. We can help YouTube channels grow so they can get the word out to more people. So, let's see. I guess so close to a communist takeover. You need to wake up everybody you know. Yes. Well, that is one of the things that I really wanted to talk about. Can we help everyone? And my answer to that is no. We cannot. As sad as it sounds and as mean as it sounds, no, we cannot. I have mentioned before on my lives that I have friends and family that think I'm a lunatic. Seriously. Now, some of them came around a little bit during the toilet paper shortage. And I got a call, hey, Drop. That's right, Drop. We can't. But they called and said, bet all you preppers are laughing at all of us that doesn't have toilet paper. And I said, no, we're not. We're sad because you wouldn't listen. And I hope now that when things lift, you'll start buying a little extra. And I don't know that they have. Sadly, I have figured out among our prepping community families, there are, hey Tracy, how are you, honey? There are those of us in chat that talk a good game, but they're not prepared. And what I mean, hey Shane, oh, listen, our shelves are empty. Our shelves are empty. I had plenty of toilet paper when the shortage hit. I really do prep. But I had not been, replacing what we were using over, yep, that's it. Um, Over the last 6 months. And just to buy, well, I got some of the good stuff that I like, and then I got some of the whatever I could find. I had to go to 7 stores Thursday. And that was before Payday Friday for people. That's before the beginning of the month. What I'm understanding from store managers that I talk to is that they are placing their orders and they have no idea until the truck comes in what they're going to get. So we can't always now be guaranteed that what we're used to buying is going to be on the shelves. We already have limits on several things. Let's see, there was a limit on something that kind of surprised me. I thought it was odd that there was a limit on it, and now, oh, canned cream, Carnation canned cream, limit 2. So I was really, really surprised. Walmart has told to place orders 6 to 8 months ahead. Ooh. Now, Aldi's did not have a limit on their canned food, but people are preparing because all of the regular cut green beans were gone. Now, my oldest son, he prefers the French cut, so he's real happy. I've got another flat of, hey, Sonny, how are you? Another flat of French cut green beans for him. I mean, they're all right, just a texture thing, I think, for me. But I was watching a little bit of our warped Fox News this morning. Doggone, it's a shame that they have gone to the other side. They try to, hey, Shastina, how are you, honey? Literally just woke up. Well, that's okay. I literally just was in the house by myself, and I hadn't been up, I haven't been up about an hour. Me and little Ethan trampled properties again yesterday. So, but anyway, to the point. Can we help everyone? No, we can't. You'd be surprised at the people in chat that watch all of our channels that really, truly are not prepared. Now, they might have some beans and some rice, and they might have a freezer full. But let me tell you what, if you have a freezer and refrigerator full of food, especially those freezers full of food that you're depending on, living on, and you don't have a generator or a solar system, and if you have a generator, you don't have gas cans of gas stocked up, you're not prepared. You're going to lose all that meat. And if you don't believe me, you ask our family members that just went through those hurricanes and lost power. You have to have a way to have a light source, a heat source, a way to protect your freezers and refrigerator. You have to have the food. You have to have the water. But you have to have some type of generator, either gas or solar, to keep your freezers going. And if you cannot, and fortunately, it may be too late for canning jars because I'm struggling. I am struggling. I watch Homestead Heart. They're in Mississippi, and Lover Heart. Um, well, Shastina, honey, all you need is um, beans and peanut butter for protein. You need pasta and some way to fix your pasta for carbs. You need a fat source, and you need some fruit. That's it. Buy some sauces and some seasonings to spice up your rice. Um, Now, I stock flour and cornmeal. If you've got flour and cornmeal, um, you can make biscuits and gravy. You can have cornbread with your beans. Um, if you stock up some condiments, you can doctor up those pinto beans a little bit. Make you a pan of cornbread and layer it like you do lasagna, and crumble up your cornbread. Put a layer of pinto beans, crumble up some more cornbread, put another layer of pinto beans, and if you got solar and you can keep stuff in your refrigerator, put some sour cream, some little green onions on that, and you've got a pinto bean cornbread casserole. And let me tell you, it is to die for. A woman, rice, corn, beans, dried jalapenos, garlic. There you go. But it's cheap. I did a video in December, so you'd have to go back almost a year. And I pulled things out of my preps, and I showed everybody how you could feed 2 people 7 days for under $10. I think it was about $7 for a week. That's not gourmet food, but it's what you need for your essentials to keep your system going. Oh my goodness, we've got 26. Um, there are some people up on Sunday, but people catch the replay, so that's okay. But as far as family and friends and neighbors, when you are on a budget, like, I've been on a huge budget since I stopped. Lumber's low here, and what lumber they have dropped has quadrupled in price. I started in the beginning stocking boxes of ramen noodles. Now, are ramen noodles good for you? No, they're not. But cornmeal, you can keep it definitely more than a year. Remember to get it in the freezer, Ziploc bag to put it in the freezer. Yes, all of my dry goods, my pastas, my flour, my cornmeal, anything, beans, rice. Everybody says 24 to 48 hours. I freeze that stuff for 4 days. And I have my most recent, from summer till now, of my pasta and my cornmeal and flour and rice that I didn't have room in the freezer to freeze it. But I have not put it in a tub. That stuff lasts for months, just sitting out as long as you don't have it in heat. But I will carry those bags out and put them in the back seat of my truck, and I will leave them for 4 days in my truck when we get a cold snap. Same thing, freezes, but I know everybody doesn't live in a cold area. But going back to, I'm trying to keep on task here. Look at that video. I'm sure it was $7 for 2 people for a week's worth of food. And if you add, and now that didn't count your rice, but if you add your rice, that rice will last a couple of people, a month or more, maybe 3, because the average is 60 pounds of rice per person for a year. But I did do that video. It was peanut butter and cans of chicken and um, a jar of ragu and spaghetti. I don't remember now, but it was $7 what I bought. So for $1 a day, you could feed 2 people. Or rice sides. You can add a can of chicken to that and make it, you're not going to be eating high on the hogs, like they say, but you're going to be surviving. Oh, gosh. You built a smokehouse? How awesome. That is awesome. Awesome. But you need a way to cook this. Now, those big, fat cans of, I don't know how many ounces they are, pinto beans, I even saved some of those. So I can cut holes in the bottom, put a few sticks, be able to set a pot on it to heat something up that would heat a room. Remember, in case they do rolling outages or whatever, remember when I talked about don't worry about heating your house. Don't worry about heating a room. Heat a tent. Move your furniture out of your way in a living room and get a tent that everybody in your family can sleep in. Your body heat will heat that tent. So don't worry about heating a house or a room. Heat a tent. Now, are you going to be a little snug? Yes, but you're going to be warm. And you're going to have a way to eat. You're going to have a way to survive. Okay. I have talked about, I have family and friends that think I'm a lunatic. And almost all of my family, they grew up with my grandparents farming and canning and storing and a few did learn from the beginning of the CV thing that maybe they needed a little more than they thought they did. But are they prepared with seeds and have grow bags and can, put a pepper plant or, some lettuce seeds, mustard seeds, collard greens, onions seeds in the ground and have some fresh produce? No. I did not add anything physical to my preps for the last 3 months. Well, not November. I did do rice and flour and that kind of stuff November, but let me count backwards. October, September, July, and June. My prepping budget went towards seeds and going out and collecting seeds. The seeds I collected are for flowers to bring in the pollinators. If you will buy a package of tomato seeds, you can do your tomato seeds in a flower pot in a nice window, sunny window in your house. You don't need pollinators. Green peppers and tomatoes are self-pollinators. And you just go by and flick those plants to shake that pollen. Now, your very top little blossoms aren't going to pollinate to another flower. You're going to lose some blossoms doing that, but you're going to pollinate those lower blossoms. You will have tomatoes. You will have peppers. Green peppers, jalapeno peppers, any kind of pepper. They are self-pollinators. And you can grow those in a nice window in your house. I don't know that they'll take our power. I'm not quite sure. They'll even take our internet or at least our cell service because they're going to want to track us. But what you have to start thinking about, hey, Jody, hang on a second. I got dried beans and stored in a Coleman cooler. It got bugs. I forgot to freeze first. People need to eat a smaller portion to make the food last longer. Yes, we will do 1 meal a day. Got some seeds, but seeds nowhere to be found here. Okay. Let me see. I'll have to put the links. I've got some links to some companies that still have seeds. Hoss, Hoss, Hoss Tools still has some seeds. Oh, geez, where did I order? Rareseeds.com. That is where I got most of my seeds. Get the heirloom seeds. Because if you don't, and you save seeds off of plants, you don't have to have 100,000 gallons of seeds. You plant a couple of extra, you could leave a couple, 3 plants that you're not going to eat, and you save those seeds. Okay? There's all kinds of YouTube videos on how to dry and prepare your seeds. So I'm not going to do a video on that. There's all kinds of people that does that. And all you have to do is search saving seeds, drying seeds, storing seeds, Roots and Refuge. That's a channel I watch. She has several videos on storing seeds, and especially tomato seeds. Hi there, Kathy. But I went out and got seeds from my flowers so I could bring in, pollinators. You can take a tote and a clear tote